Greg had said that I made this prediction that Dow was going to hit 50,000, and I was, what, 37 days? Yeah, so I'm going to tell you why I was off, okay? I relied really heavily on this, and so I don't know what the deal was, but my old one was never off, and it got broken, and my grandson bought me a new one, and I think it's a gimmick. So, because every time I say it, it says, hell no. So, I don't know how to change the picture here. What do I do?
You want to change the picture?
Well, I guess. Yeah, how do you do that? Wow, nice. I like it. So a couple things that are happening in the office this year that we are going to undertake here is we've been having some little meetings with clients, 5, 6 people, and just kind of sitting down talking about things that they may want to see us do or things that we might want to change in the office or those kinds of things. So one of the things that came out of that is a lot of questions about the health insurance marketplace as far as the exchange is concerned, as far as Medicare supplements are concerned, and things like that. So in looking at that, we thought we would talk about the potential of bringing on an insurance specialist. Now, we're all licensed for insurance and all that stuff, but I got to be honest with you, that's not our forte. I mean, our forte is doing financial planning, managing money, and taking care of clients, and it's not really going out and trying to figure out, what's the best health insurance plan or what's the best Medicare supplement plan. So we're in the process right now of hiring a young gal. We'll start in a couple of weeks. Comes with all that background. And so she'll be available in the office for people to talk to, whether you've already on supplements and you want information and things like that. She's going to be there to be able to provide the information that you might be looking for in that scheme of things. The second thing we're looking at is potentially a tax specialist. And what a tax specialist is for us, so I own an accounting firm, so I don't want you to think that they're not specialists, because they are, but they just don't get it, okay? I don't think they get me. So anyway, so we're going to hire or look to hire one, and what we're looking for there is just someone that our advisors and our administrative staff can go to at the spur of the moment and start asking questions, decipher this tax return. Right now, if you go over to our accounting firm and try and get information out of them, you're liable to get shot while you're over there because they have no time to do anything. So we think that this is going to be a valuable part of the services that we'll be able to do as we start to decipher the tax planning and things like that. That becomes part of the financial planning process, whether you're new or whether you've been there for a while. We want to be able to go in and look. Whether you use our accounting firm or you don't, it's okay. We still want to be able to go and look and make sure that things are going the way they are. I had a client bring me their tax return and said, can you take a look at this? I've been using the same person for 25 years, and it just all of a sudden seems like I'm paying more in taxes than I ever did before, yet my income isn't going up. So I took it and we went through, I had our CPA go through the tax return, and he and I sat down and went through that, and he said, well, here's the problem. He said, the accountant who did this did not take 100% of the deductions that she could take. And I said, really? He said, yeah. So I said, well, where are they? I didn't see them. He said, well, so she had $152,000 of income from the Soaring Eagle. But she had some losses, and they didn't take all the losses away, and it cost her about $3,000. So we were able to go in and make changes. We want to be able to do that in-house. I don't want to have to go bother them during tax season. I want to be able to have somebody in-house that we can just do that and do that kind of analysis on returns going forward. I'm going to kind of skip ahead here. We get asked a lot about referrals. We get asked a lot about, are you taking new clients and that kind of stuff. And so we have a philosophy in our office that says we want to know who our clients are. We don't want to be a Merrill Lynch. I'm not looking for that kind of stuff. I want to know who my clients are. I want to be able to sit down and talk with them. I want to be able to spend as much time with them as I possibly can do. And so a lot of times when the question gets asked about, are you taking on new clients? A lot of times the answer is, we're really not, okay? We have to make room for your kids. So if your kids want to become clients of ours, we don't ever want to turn any of them down. And so we have to make room for that. So one of the things that we looked at by having Brett on board, Adam on board, Logan on board, do we have the ability or the capability of taking on a few additional clients during the course of the year? We do. However, this may sound ridiculous, but we really are looking at the maximum of 25. We're not looking at 100. We just don't. We don't have that capacity, and I'm not looking to go out and create that capacity. We're already running out of room in our office. So, and this is the other thing that's happening. So, I met with an architect, and I asked him about putting an addition on the building, and he said, and I told him where I wanted it, and he said, "Oh, you don't want to do that." And I said, no, you don't want to do that. You want to put it upstairs on. I said, right, that's what I want, is an upstairs on the building. Oh, no, he drew me a picture and he told me all that stuff. So he said, because it'll be a lot cheaper than where you want to put it. A lot cheaper. And I said, okay. So we put it upstairs on the building. I'm not telling you I'm doing that. I'm just saying I'm still waiting for they sent me a picture, looked pretty. But with that picture, there wasn't any kind of a price to put that upstairs on. So I'm still waiting for that. So we've got some few things that are in the making. Potentially, we might be looking at bringing on another advisor. The advisors that we bring on, for the most part, are people like a Logan or an Adam or Zach or Brett, because there's enough of us old guys around. We need some young, fresh blood in the office, whatever. But I can also tell you that even though they're smart and they talk, and most of the time when they come and talk to me, I have to go like this. Okay, boys, dumb her down so I can understand it. Nothing more than 4 letters, and I'm good to go. But they always will come in when it's time for that final decision to be made, and they'll pick this up off my desk and shake it and take a look at it. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming. We truly appreciate it. We really appreciate the trust that you put in us. And I will tell you, to the day I'm not here anymore, we'll never, ever take that trust for granted. So thanks for coming. I hope you enjoy yourself. If you have questions, we'll all be around to answer anything that you got going. Okay? Thank you.